Do people only use 10% of their brains? We can always hear some myths about our brains, and a famous one is most people only use 10% of their brains. Is it true? Well, that myth that people only use 10% of their brain is very likely originated from a misinterpretation or misrepresentation of scientific knowledge about the brain. There are several potential reasons for how this myth came about. Reason 1: Early misunderstanding of brain function. In the early days of neuroscience, researchers may have believed that only a small portion of the brain was responsible for critical functions like consciousness, reasoning, or intelligence. This belief could have been misinterpreted to suggest that the rest of the brain was not actively involved in these processes. However, modern neuroscience research indicates that most parts of the brain is active at different times and is involved in various functions. Reason 2: Simplified explanations for better understanding. Complex scientific concepts are often simplified for public consumption so that it can be understood by most people. The idea that people only use a small fraction of their brain's capacity could have been a simplified explanation of the fact that not all brain regions are active simultaneously during every task. Reason 3: Self-help and pop psychology books. The myth may have been produced by self-help gurus or popular psychology books seeking to promote the idea of untapped potential or hidden abilities within the brain. Doing this can add more intriguing mysteries of the human brain to their story and make it more engaging and interesting. The notion that unlocking the remaining 90% of the brain could lead to extraordinary cognitive abilities or powers may have captured the public's imagination. Reason 4: The influence of media and entertainment. The myth has been promoted in popular culture through movies, books, and other forms of entertainment. Films like Lucy or Limitless portray characters who gain superhuman abilities by accessing the full potential of their brains, reinforcing the idea that most people are not using their brains to their full capacity. So, despite its widespread popularity, the idea that people only use 10% of their brains is a myth. However, what is the truth? Actually, it's difficult to quantify precisely how much of the brain a person uses because brain activity varies greatly depending on factors such as the individual's state of consciousness, activities, and environmental stimuli. However, during specific tasks or cognitive activities, certain regions of the brain may exhibit higher levels of activity while others may be less active. This dynamic pattern of activation allows different brain regions to work together in complex networks to perform various functions such as sensory processing, motor control, language comprehension, memory formation, and decision-making. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button or subscribe button for more interesting topics.